This is the Eotech 512 holographic weapon sight. It's the one MOA weapon sight made by L3 that for many years was considered to be the industry gold standard. Let's start by going over its operation.
To turn the sight on, you can press either the up or down brightness adjustment buttons. Now with the sight turned on, you can actually select between a total of 20 different brightness settings. And this sight does have an auto off feature. The way that works is if you power the sight on by pressing the up button, the sight will run for 8 hours and then turn itself off automatically. If you power the sight on by pressing the down button, the sight will only stay on for 4 hours before it turns itself off automatically. And then when you're done using the sight and you want to turn it off manually, you press both the up and down buttons at the same time. Now this unit runs on 2 AA batteries that are housed in the front compartment. And it has an estimated battery life of somewhere between 600 and 1,000 hours. And that's really going to depend on the brightness setting that you choose to run your sight on. Now every time this unit is turned on, it automatically completes a battery life test. If the battery life is below 20%, the reticle will blink for the first 5 seconds after the unit's powered on. When that happens, get some batteries ready, because that's the only warning you get. As the batteries continue to die, the reticle doesn't dim, the reticle just goes out. But the one thing that is great about this unit is it runs on AA batteries. And the windage and elevation on this unit can be adjusted using the 2 dials on the side of the unit, and they are incremented to make 1/2 minute of angle adjustments for each click. What really sold me on this optic was the sight picture in the field of view. That 1 MOA dot surrounded by a 65 MOA circle really makes for some fast target acquisition. And I really like the way that the outer housing on this is made. It's near impossible to get tunnel vision. This thing is all about high speed, low drag. I really like it. This model is waterproof, and for me it's been very durable. That outer housing, by the way, is also made of metal.
My biggest complaint about this sight is that it didn't come with proper lens covers. Now I opted to install GG&G covers, and they're doing their job. But you may want to think this route over first before you do this yourself, because I installed these at a sacrifice. When I installed the covers, I voided part of my warranty. In retrospect, it really didn't matter, because I've had this sight well beyond the length of the warranty before I saw any issues. So what did I have happen to mine? Well, I had a bad grid in my unit that caused the sight picture to be extremely dim. Now indoors the reticle would be visible, but when I would go outdoors, I couldn't see the reticle even at the brightest setting. So I called Eotech and found out that my grid was covered under a recall. Yes, there was a recall. And they gave me an option for a full refund, or I could send in my sight to be fixed at no charge. I obviously chose to have the sight fixed. I like the way the sight handles, and this thing just gave me such good service until that point that I wanted it back. The customer support was good, the turnover time was relatively fast, and everything's working well again. I'm happy with it, and I'm not going to baby it either. It went straight on my AK, and it's going to get used like crazy. What else is there to talk about? Oh, okay. These sights are no longer advertised as being parallax free. If you go on the Eotech website, you can find information, and they will give you specifics on point of impact drifts caused by changes in temperatures. What I got from reading it is that the drift is more noticeable when you go to extreme high or low temps. Over the years, I haven't had a problem with this, but I live in an area where temperatures are pretty stable. I really don't see massive temperature changes or things like that that happen all that quickly either. If that is something that you're concerned about, I definitely suggest that you check out the Eotech website and get that detailed information from them. So, for the big question, would I buy this sight again? Yes, I would. For what I paid for this, it's been worth it to me. I love the sight picture, the visibility, and that easy target acquisition. And the amount of use I got out of this and the time I've spent with it, I've grown attached to it. And the Eotech will always be one of my favorite sights. That pretty much wraps up this video. So stay tuned for more videos. They're on the way. Please comment, like, subscribe. It helps my channel. And as always, be safe and thanks for watching.